So this is Tammy, and I met Tammy at a recent meetup in Colorado, but we are in Arizona now, and let's get to know Tammy a little bit. So Tammy, I always like to start with a story. So how did you get into van life?
After 23 years of military service in the United States Air Force, I traveled with some van life people, and I had a hard time adjusting to civilian life. I was retired and wasn't working, and just loved to travel, so van life just sounded like the perfect opportunity. And I did that for quite a few years, and then I thought that I wanted some sticks and bricks, so I went and bought a townhouse. And I feel for me, I need a home base, so that is what my townhouse is for me, my home base. I recently purchased a Transit, and it's too hot in Phoenix, so I just threw stuff together just to try and get out there, and eventually I want to make it more permanent, and I have the opportunity to go to Luke Air Force Base to they have a hobby shop, and I can work on it there, and they have the tools and everything, so I plan on doing that when it's cooler in Phoenix.
So do you have a military background? Do you have other family that's been in the military? What attracted you to go into that field?
Yeah, my dad was retired Air Force, and he was the reason why I wanted to pursue having a retirement at a fairly young age. I was 40 when I retired, so my sister also went in the military. She was Air Force as well. She was in the dental field. My son, he served 2 tours, one in Afghanistan and one in Iraq. And yeah, I do have a lot of family members who were in the military.
Wow, thank you all for your service. That's fabulous. So you said that you recently got your van. When did you purchase it?
In May, end of May.
Wow, and then we had a meetup. Wow, so you were really brand new, weren't you?
Yeah, that was my first trip, and I had the bed behind the driver's seat, and I decided it was hard to get to stuff that was in the back of my bed, so I changed it to where the bed is in the back. I feel like, having it like temporary, it's easier to be able to see how you want your layout, so I feel like, I want to give it myself some time to get an idea of how I want everything before I make it permanent.
Yeah, because I think when you were at the meetup, your bed was lengthwise, and now you have it going across. Mm-hmm. So it's a work in progress, isn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, let's take a look, and I know it's not finished yet, and I'd love to do a follow-up with you when you do have it sort of finished. I don't know if it's ever going to be finished.
Right.
So let's take a look. So here's her van, and it's a Ford Transit. What year is it, Tammy?
2019.
2019. Okay. And is there anything unique about it, or it's just a cargo van?
It was a work van.
So let's take a look inside. First of all, I love the way that you have your screens here.
Yeah, it was a patio screen that I cut to fit, and I used black duct tape and fabric glue to really get it to stick, and I just made it to fit to size.
Yeah, and I see you have 2 puppies here. They look like little miniature horses. What is their breed?
Chinese crested.
Oh, wow, they're beautiful.
Thank you.
Where would you like to start with showing us around?
Well, this is an IKEA. It was like an entertainment center that I use. That's mostly for my kitchen, and I have a shorter one that goes underneath in the back for my clothes. Mm-hmm. I use the IKEA brackets for the bed.
So the wood you're securing with the string. Nothing wrong with that, Tammy. Well, how else would you do it?
I think some people use metal screw, like the screw. I didn't have the right equipment, and I just wanted to get something together.
Hey, it works, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I did use a bungee on my mattress because the mattress was sliding off.
Oh, okay. That's what we do. We improvise and we make it work, don't we?
Yeah. Yeah. I wanted to just get out, and I just wanted to make everything secure so I felt safer, you know, while I'm on the road.
Right.
And yeah, after the first time the mattress sliding off, I realized I needed to do something to secure it. And it doesn't affect my sleep at all. I don't feel it. Eventually want to do a swivel seat or have it permanently installed backwards, just to have more seating room in this area.
Mm-hmm.
Before I had the cooler right here by the door, it was getting a lot of sun.
Mm-hmm.
And I was having to keep it covered, and I like it better now behind the seat, and it's still easy to access. I put a pillow on there for the dogs to be able to lay on when we're driving.
Mm-hmm.
They like laying up there.
And what's the brand of your cooler?
It's a Costway.
And is it a cooler or a refrigerator?
It's a refrigerator, freezer.
So you have to plug it in.
Yes.
So you're using a Geniverse power station. I hadn't heard that name before.
Yeah, it was an Amazon.
Okay.
It was on sale. That's why I got it.
And how many watts is it?
It's 1,000.
Oh, okay. That's decent size. And do you know what size your refrigerator is? Is it like 40 quart? Don't know. It's going to look it up for us. Yay! Don't you love instant technology?
58 quart.
That's a big refrigerator. And do you use it as a refrigerator or a refrigerator freezer? Or what's your style there?
So I did try using the fridge freezer, and I found that it takes a lot of energy to do that. So I just have it on the fridge right now.
Okay. Have you tried using frozen water bottles to help it along?
I have not, no.
Okay. That's a suggestion that actually the Gadget Queen Liz does a lot,
Yeah.
and I find that it really helps.
So it doesn't use as much energy if you do that?
Exactly. So freeze some water bottles, put them on the bottom of your freezer part. You can also put them in the refrigerator, but mostly in the freezer, and then you can kind of switch them out. I do that every couple days, and I find that it works really well. So let's finish taking a look at your van. You are sitting actually on your step stool to get up on your bed, aren't you?
Oh yeah, because it was kind of high to get up, and it was a struggle getting in. That I bend when I step in just to make sure. I mean, I just have enough headroom, and yeah, I just try to be careful getting up here, you know, not to bang my head maybe on here on the way up.
Look at all those flowers you've got. Are you like from the 60s or 70s maybe?
I mean, I do feel like it is kind of a hippie kind of lifestyle. So
yeah.
I wanted to honor that.
Okay. And I see underneath you have a lot of storage.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, and this is light enough to where I can just move it and then access. I have a lot of stuff in there that I'm got to take out when I get to Phoenix. I overpacked.
And we all do, don't we?
Mm-hmm. And I try to keep the stuff that I use regularly out more, and then restock with what I have in the bins underneath, so I don't have to go into those bins nearly as often.
So you've traveled with people before, but this is your first time traveling solo. What have you found to be the most difficult part of this journey so far?
Well, traveling solo, there is that fear factor of, you know, being a solo woman on the road. I do tend to go to, national park campgrounds because I have the access pass through, the Veterans Access Pass. And I get half price camping, or I'll go to military campgrounds where, the prices are pretty reasonable. And, or I'll go to meetups and go with the other people that are meeting up in the van life.
So you said that you're solo, but you are married, right?
I am married, yeah.
And what does your husband think about this new venture of yours?
He's not crazy about it. I'm very independent though, and I in the military, I was sent away, several times, from family, and I learned to be on my own.
So he's kind of used to you kind of coming and going, huh?
He's getting used to it. Yeah. Not crazy about it, but yeah, he's getting used to it.
And don't you think that when you're happy, you bring that happiness into your relationship too?
I would like to think so, yeah.
Yeah, I find that too. What do you think has been the most fun so far?
Meeting a lot of amazing people. I love the people I've been meeting, and learning from them, different tips, and like the ice, that's very helpful. And before, when I did it, I was with other people that already were, into it and knew how to, they took care of everything. So doing it all on my own is different for me, and I appreciate learning from other people.
So one thing that people want to know when they're just starting out is, how do you manage your daily routine as far as cleanliness, going to the bathroom, showering? What's your method?
So because I do stay at a lot of campgrounds, there are facilities there. They have showers and laundry and bathrooms, obviously. If I'm not going at a campground, I'll try to go to a Planet Fitness. I have a membership there. And then I also have a porta potty.
And do you use the bag system or the pellets? What are you using?
Just bag.
Just
right
bags.
Now, yeah.
Yeah.
I've been reading about the litter and the pellets, but I used to have horses, so I know how big those bags of pellets are. So I'm like, where are they putting those huge bags?
Yeah.
It doesn't register with me how people could do that, with that quantity and storing it.
Yeah, it does take up a lot of room. I did have that at one time. I no longer have that. I just get rid of my bags as soon as possible.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I've been doing too.
So one thing I wanted to add here, we didn't talk about how you're charging your power station.
I just keep my panels on the hood. I put magnets up to hold it and secure it. It's been helping, keep it in place when it's windy. And then I put one in the dash, and that it's been working out all right. Sometimes I just have the dash one if I'm staying in, or if it's raining, bring that in and just keep just one out.
And you were mentioning that you also want to put some solar on your roof.
Eventually, yeah, more sooner than later, I would like to have solar put on the roof, so that I could be more stealth and not have to take everything out and put it in, especially like if I was going to park at Cracker Barrel or a Cabela's or something.
And I love that you have screens back here too.
Yeah, I cut those to size as well.
That's great.
I have my water back here, and it has the pump. And then I keep water in the fridge too. And then my dirty laundry, and then I put my dirty dishes in there because I kind of will take them into the bathroom and wash them in there.
Good idea.
Because a lot of people don't like in the campgrounds that you can't wash them on the outside. So, and I just feel like it's easier just taking them in there with me and washing them.
That's true.
And then this is my shower bag. I just take in with me. And then I keep handy cleaning supplies and hygiene in the locker.
So this is a regular locker that you're using?
It was at the Hobby Lobby. It was on clearance. There's another YouTuber that had that in theirs.
And how do you have it secured?
Ropes and
ropes and ties, huh?
downs, yeah.
Hey, whatever works.
And then I just put them in baskets to keep them more organized, so I know where to get what.
Mm-hmm. And your bed is not sitting on there. It's actually on those rails, isn't it?
Yeah. I'm going to be bringing this entertainment center out more, and I'll probably put that locker up front so I could put my dog beds on top and secure them so that I will have more bed space and they can have their little space too.
All right, well, it was delightful to have you showing us your van, and we'll be following your journey.
Thank you.
And I'll see you down the road.